Let me ask you something. If you had to describe your life right now, honestly, what would you say? Maybe something like, oh, it's good. I've worked hard. I've accomplished a lot. My life is fine. Okay. But then if I asked you, take a moment and really tell me what you think about your life. Is it your life? Honestly, would you say, I'm not sure it's my life? I'm not sure that this is what I'd have chosen if I'd slowed down long enough to actually choose. Well, if that lands anywhere close to home, you are exactly who this channel is for. Welcome to Best Life. I'm Dr. Tora Brown, and I'm so glad you're here. This channel was built for a specific kind of woman. She's in her 40s, maybe early 50s. She's accomplished, she's driven, and she's probably the person that everyone goes to when things get hard. She has a career she's proud of, a life that, by most measures, looks successful, and she genuinely appreciates what she's built. But somewhere in the middle of all that achieving, in the back to back meetings, the late night emails, and the always being on, she lost track of something. Maybe herself, maybe her joy, or maybe just the feeling that she's intentionally living instead of just keeping up. She's not in crisis, she's not failing, but she has this quiet, persistent sense that her life could be more aligned, more energizing, more hers. She doesn't want someone to tell her, just hustle harder. She wants someone to help her design smarter. And that's who I built this for. And if that's you, stay with me. A little bit about me so you know who you're listening to. I'm Dr. Tora Brown. I'm an organizational psychologist with over 15 years of experience working with executives, senior leaders, and high achieving professionals, helping them navigate the intersection of career success and personal fulfillment. I've sat across from women who run departments of hundreds, who had the corner office, the big salary, the credentials, and who were quietly exhausted and privately wondering if this was it. And I've also had the privilege of watching those same women, once they had the right framework and the right support, redesign their lives in ways that genuinely lit them up. Not by walking away from everything they'd built, but by realigning it, by making it theirs again. That work, that transformation is what I've dedicated my career to. And this channel is where I bring it to you. No fluff, no generic hustle advice, just real grounded, evidence based strategies for designing a life that actually fits who you are right now. Not who you were at 28, who you are today. Everything on this channel is anchored in a framework I call BEST. And it's not just a name, it's a blueprint. BEST stands for four things. B, body, your physical energy, vitality, and health, because none of the rest of it works if you're running on empty. Your body is not a machine to be optimized. It's the vessel for your entire life, and we treat it accordingly here. E, expectations, the beliefs, standards, and demands shaping your daily experience from your organization, your family, your culture, and most powerfully, from yourself. We look at which expectations you consciously chose and which ones you absorbed without even realizing it. S, schedule, how you allocate your most finite resource, your time. A purpose driven schedule isn't about cramming more in, it's about designing your day so that things matter most to you. The things that matter most to you actually have a place on your schedule. T, truth, the honest, unedited version of where you are, what you want, and what's been getting in the way. This is the hardest letter, and it's the most liberating one. We build everything else on it. Body, expectations, schedule, truth, best. When those four things are aligned, when you're taking care of your body, operating from your own expectations, protecting your time, and leading from your truth, that's not just a better career, that's a better life. And that's what we're building here. So, what can you actually expect from this channel? Every week, you'll get practical, actionable content designed specifically for high achieving women 40 and up. We're talking real frameworks, real tools, and real strategies. The same ones I use in my private client work, brought directly to you here. You'll find videos on energy management and recovery because if your body isn't resourced, your ambition doesn't matter. You'll find content on schedule design and time reclamation because your calendar should reflect your values, not just your obligations. And we'll talk about identity shifts, career pivots, leadership style, and the courage it takes to make intentional choices when the world keeps handing you someone else's agenda. And yes, we'll talk about the hard stuff, the expectations that are crushing you quietly, the truths you've been deferring, the life you want that you haven't given yourself permission to want yet. This is a judgment-free zone. It is a growth zone, and it is absolutely a zone where good enough is never the goal because you didn't work this hard to settle. If you've made it this far in the video, I want you to know something. You're already doing something different. You're already choosing yourself, even if it's just for a few minutes. So keep going with that. And here's what I'd love for you to do right now. Hit subscribe so you don't miss a single video and grab my free 7-day clarity jumpstart guide from the link in my bio. It's 7 daily micro assignments that walk you through all 4 pillars of best, and it gives you a real sense of exactly what we do here. Then I want you to come back every week. Bring your coffee, a glass of wine, your favorite cocktail. Definitely bring your journal, your questions. This is a safe space that I've built for you, and I am genuinely excited to do this work together. I'm Dr. Tora Brown, and this is Best Life. And your best life, it starts right now. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next week.